So what happens after your physical life on this planet when you said the
You can
spirits
do a
have their
lot of
own?
things.
What do you do? What can you do?
Well, you can experience the idea of having another life. You can go and visit other dimensions. You can be born on another planet. Whatever you imagine.
But where are you? Are you
Here, in a different state. Remember, everything is here. It will appear to be somewhere else, but that's just appearance because of the different vibratory level. I'll put it to you this way, using the old analogy of your television. You're watching one program. That's a certain frequency. That's a certain experience, yes? Mm-hmm. You change the channel. Now you're watching another program. Totally different reality. It's in the same TV, isn't it? Mm-hmm. There you go. It's all in the same TV. It's all happening here and now, but it's on different frequencies. So when you're operating at a certain frequency, such as a certain non-physical reality frequency, it looks like, it appears like you're completely somewhere else. You're not. You're right here on a different frequency, having a different program.
So can spirits communicate with one another, and do they have emotion?
Of course they can,
And
more easily than you communicate. Because it's telepathic. There's no need for words there. They just know. They just send. You just know. You just receive.
do they have emotion? Or
Yes, but not exactly in the same way that you do. It's a much bigger idea. It's a much different expression.
okay.
Well, you'll know when you get there. You'll understand. The closest analogy maybe we can make is if you have a dream and the dream is very real, yes? Mm-hmm. And you wake up in the morning and you go, wow, that was so real, but now I'm awake and this is who I really am. Death is similar. When you die, it's kind of like, oh, as real as that physical life was, that was a dream. This is who I really am. So the comparison is similar. Just as you can be very different in a dream, but it seems so real, and then you wake up and you go, well, no, this is really me. It's a similar kind of shift, where now the physical life, though you hold on to the experience, seems like a dream and fades in a sense, and now you kind of wake up into your real self, and you go, oh, right, I remember, this is who I really am. So it's sort of a similar feeling. And now you can go off and do whatever you imagine you would like to do, just as you do in physical life. But you have more access to more things on that level because you're not as bound by the concepts of space and time, because you're not operating within that particular dream framework anymore. You're operating in another one that's more expanded by definition.
Is the experience still an experience of continuity, similar to how we experience physical?
It can be, but the point is it doesn't have to be. You can create a very continuous experience. You can shift things instantaneously. That's part of not having the same space-time lag in non-physical reality. If you want to imagine in non-physical reality that there's a huge mansion or a huge mountain in front of you, it will instantly appear. And you can interact with it as solidly as you interact with any solid object in physical reality. But as soon as you think you would like something else there and imagine something else there, no time lag. Bang! Something else is there, or you're somewhere else.
And so what prevents us from manifesting that in physical reality?
The idea that you're in a time frame. The idea that it takes time to do things. The idea that you want to experience the process of change. Now, you're getting faster and faster as you remember more and more of who you are and get your vibration up higher, closer to non-physical reality. You'll experience manifestations faster and faster. But the whole point of physical reality and operating from a space-time framework is to actually experience things in a slower way so you can savor the process and the experience of creation and change, which is valid unto itself as an experience you can't have in spirit in the same way. It's all valid, just different ways of doing things. Does the snail actually think it's moving slowly? No. For itself, it's moving perfectly. But that's what a snail is. It's having a snail experience. It's not having a roadrunner experience. It's having a snail experience. A snail experience means you're going to move a little slower than most life forms on the earth, but that's okay. That's what it's about. So having a physical experience means you're going to experience some space and time. That's what it's about. It gives you time to appreciate things, time to savor things, time to learn, grow, change, discover yourself from a new perspective. If you only existed in a timeless state, nothing would change. You wouldn't grow. So you create this idea, you impose this idea on your consciousness of process, of change, of time and space. It's tools, it's the way you paint, it's colors on your palette. It's enriching your experience of yourself to have these colors on your palette instead of just one color.